According to the United States Sun, the antique shop owned by Frank Fritz, who is a celebrity on the show American Pickers, has just purchased fresh new items. In spite of the fact that Frank, who is 60 years old, has been recuperating from a terrible stroke that he had in 2022, he has been able to keep his antique business operational. The celebrity has added a number of new things to his ever-expanding collection, and the United States Sun has been the only publication to have the opportunity to photograph these new acquisitions. Examples of common antiques that were discovered include typewriters, cash registers, lamps, plates, vases, and picture frames. Other items include picture frames. Dust and rust had accumulated on the ancient cash register to the point that it was difficult to make out the numbers that were displayed on the buttons. In addition to that, there was a tapestry that had a beige-colored composition with an intricate portrait pattern sewn onto the front. A drum set and old Coca-Cola bottles were among the other antiques that stood out as being particularly distinctive. There were 2 snares and a bass drum included with the drum set, which gave the impression of being in good operating order. In addition, his shop had a number of brand-new, substantial antique signage. Road Ranger was printed on one of them, and there was a star pattern embossed in between the 2 words. In addition to that, he was able to get a white gentleman's hat with a brim and a stack of vintage books that seemed to be in a reasonably pristine shape. The majority of the items looked to still be available for purchase. However, a few of the antiques had been marked off with a post-it note that included the name of the person who would be purchasing them. A location known as Frank Fritz Finds may be found in Savannah, Illinois. Previously, a source had said to the United States Sun that there hadn't been a new item in the shop in years. All of the new items that the American Pickers alum has discovered are following this statement. DOISTHAREBTGR. Over the last several days, the shop has not received a single new item. In the year 2023, a source informed the United States Sun that an employee told them that new antiques are literally never brought in. In more recent times, photographs of Frank's business in its deteriorated condition were acquired by the United States Sun. There were dead bugs, a peeling ceiling, and holes in the floor of his business, which was shown as being very disorganized. In the aftermath of Frank's stroke, the United States Sun has taken a number of photographs that document the deteriorating circumstances of the store. The hardwood floorboard that was sinking into the earth was shown in a collection of photographs that were only available to the public back in January. There were photographs taken in November and August of 2023 that featured exhibit cases made of stained and foggy glass. EISTRESSEs. A conservatorship was established for Frank after he had a stroke on July 14, 2022, which rendered him unable to function normally. It was on August 18 that his friends submitted a request for an immediate appointment of a conservator and a temporary guardian for the celebrity. In order to manage Frank's financial matters, Midwest-owned Bank has been appointed as the conservator. A plan that had been submitted by the conservator in the past indicated that Frank's monthly costs amounted to a total of $28,292. In addition, it was stated by the United States Sun that his attorney, Nate Legg, has lately asked for $2,030 in payment for his services. NOTONE Mori PICKRS. The last episode of American Pickers that Frank appeared in was in March of 2020. His back surgery, which left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine, required him to take some time off from filmmaking so that he could go through the recovery process. During the period that he was away from the program, he also spent 77 days in rehabilitation for drug and alcohol addiction. The role of Frank was never reprised on the program, and his co-star Mike Wolfe, who is now 60 years old, has been replaced by Robbie Wolfe, who is 57 years old. The current cast of Season 25 features John Soleil, popularly known as Jersey John, who is 60 years old, Danielle Colby, who is 48 years old, and Mike, who is 60 years old.